Ciao ragazzi, welcome to JSG podcast. Hello and greetings to all Bianconera families around the world. Welcome back to the podcast channel. This channel was brought to you by Juventus Club of Singapore. For today, new episode number 9, we'll have a new special guest. But before I invite special guest to the show, I would like to thank all viewers, subscribers, and your comments on this channel. So, let the show begin. Welcome back to the JSG podcast. As for today, the episode number 9, as we have a new guest and a new topic or new discussion that we're gonna talk about regarding about Juventus, of course. So, without further delay, I'll let my guest will introduce himself to the viewers and how this everything was started. But before that, Aliuk, thank you for appearing in the channel, and we would like to welcome you and to take a lot of your time to appear. It's much appreciated. So it's all yours, Aliuk. Okay.
Hello viewers, and thank you for welcoming me. It's always happy to be on a podcast. I think we have the same passion for the same team. So I think when we talk about Juventus, we all get very excited. Okay, personally for me, I've been a Juventus fan since I think for about 20 years now. I think since about 20 years ago. That was because I was I think many Juventus fans started with Del Piero. Yeah, it's the inspiration and why they like Juventus. But for me, it was Nedved. Nedved was my favorite player, favorite Juventus player. And then of course Alex Del Piero was also one of my favorite players. But Nedved was the one that made me notice Juventus, right? And I think that's because of his hair. He had very long, funny hair. And I like the way that he plays. He's full of energy player. He works very hard on the pitch. He leads by example. And the best is that he's so good at taking shots. He's almost a complete midfielder to me. Yeah, and towards the end, he's one of those players that's actually very two-footed also, and that's something that I appreciate him. He can shoot as hard with his left foot as much as his right foot. So he's somebody that I appreciate. And of course, the team then was also very good. We had many star-studded team players, in the team, and that's one of the reasons why I fell in love with Juventus. Yep.
Okay. So, but before that, as you already know, the past 2 days is about the sad news about the pass away of Diego Maradona. I would say yes, he's a wonderful player, but in a wrong shirt that he wears to play in our rivals. So that's it. Okay. So now, a lot of media, a lot of social media would say the Champions League game, it's an unconvincing performance by Juventus. So what's your take about it?
I saw I didn't catch the game. It was a morning game, but I saw the highlights. And I think it was a very narrow win. We only scraped through because of Morata's 91st minute goal, very late. I think we had some chances, but we couldn't finish it off also. I think sometimes you think about it and you think like, when you play teams like that is when you score 3-4 goals and but I think on the game itself, I think in the Champions League, anything is quite unpredictable. Even we can win Barcelona can win us. I think it's anybody's game. So I think that game, I think we could have done better. But that being said, I think we look forward to the next game. Yeah.
Okay. So people will say the coach are still experimenting or adapting players to the position where he wanted to. For example, you can see In midfield, you can play on the center, you can play on the right, even though now, because we are lucky enough to have more players that we can rotate. So does you think it's about time that we have to stop experimenting, because you can't keep on going until, because we badly need the points. Not forgetting the road to number 10 is our main target, and also the Champions League. So what's your take?
Yeah, I think it feels like we keep rotating, but I think we also need to take note that Paulo and this is the first club that he has coached. So I think he is still experimenting a lot of the things that he learned in school, right? He did his coaching lessons and everything.
Yes.
So a lot of things that he learned in the class he's trying to apply, and whatever that he learned from his previous coaches he's trying to apply. So I think I can understand why he's trying to do that. And because I think at the beginning of the season there was also some limitation, right? Cristiano was out for a while. Dybala, his fitness is still not there. Ramsey is in and out, and then we've got Dele, Chiellini, and Bonucci all suffering a bit injuries. So I can understand why he's trying to see what kind of players that he can have. I think according to him, he was saying that his theory is that, which is the opposite of Sarri. Sarri has a way of playing the game. Right? He enters the game with the same mindset, and he buy players to fit into his idea. Paulo, his philosophy is different. I think he mentioned in the article that he see the players that he have, and he tried to build a style around the players that he have. So I think he's trying to do that. I mean, we were experimenting with three, right, three, 4-3, and then right now 4-3-3. Danilo and centre back. So I think it's still early in the season, and I think it's a good time to try on. Yeah, and I think we have a stretch of games with easier teams in the next 1-2 weeks. So hopefully, I think it's a good time for him to try also. I think maybe.
So if looking at the schedule, December and January will be a tough fixtures for us. There's a lot of top teams that we are going to play. That's why I say when the first game until now, we are it's likely that we have played we play a low team. That is where the 3 points we should grab it as much as we can, because in the next phase, that's where the tough team comes. So, but like all players, okay, will they, can they contribute, as you can say, day in, day out, without playing regularly? Because if you play regularly with the same players, that's where they can click. But now it means every match, you can't predict who's going to play, change and change. So is it you say gonna have a negative impact on the players itself?
Yeah, I do agree. Like when you don't play in consecutive games, right? You will lose your touch because you only during the match then you can really see the chemistry. But I think the good news is that I think we are seeing some good chemistry, right? I think in terms of attack, Kulu, Ronaldo, and also Morata seem to have a good fit, good chemistry. In midfield, I think Rabiot and Artu, right, is also doing very good. So yes, I do agree that the rotation will actually cause the players to lose the chemistry they play for 2 consecutive games. But I also think that it's a very long season. And right now, especially in December, we have many tight fixtures. Every 3 days, we have one game. Yeah. So I think eventually all players also need to try to play together. Yeah.
So as again, luckily I think not many of the players say involved in the international break without getting injured themselves. But we still, the J medical headquarters still open for players to come. So I think there will be 2 or 3, and for now we are experimenting, like Cellini is out, and this and that. So we are unfortunate enough to have a backup. So now, for the formation is changing. From 3-5-2, you become 3-4-3. But the next match against Benevento, you will see that Pirlo is adapting in the 4-4-2 formation. So if you can see the list, or how to say, the lineup, probably the lineup. Ronaldo is not going to play. He's going to rest at home and eat his dinner with your family and watch the game and that. So like,
he put up an Instagram picture, right? Him and guitar.
Yeah. So it's like, is it going to happen when he does not play? Are we not going to score, or are we only depend on him to score? So I think what I see is Pirlo. Some of them say that why not playing him now when we need to badly have the 3 point, and not playing him at the Champions League because we already qualified. Why playing him now? So what's your opinion about that?
I think because we have a stretch of important games, we have a game against Torino. That I think it's Dynamo right now. It's Benevento, Dynamo Kiev,
Yes.
Torino, and then Barcelona. Yeah. So I think he according to Pirlo, he said that we have already arranged for him not to travel to Benevento. So I think we are trying to save him for the Champions League. I get a feeling tonight we will struggle in the attack. I mean, we only got Morata, who is on form now, right? And Kulu is okay, but Dybala, I'm sure Dybala will start tonight.
Hopefully, he will be back. Hopefully, he will shine.
Yeah. So it's a good time to see whether he's doing well. I think Pirlo's focus is also in the next 3 games, which is very tight. Dynamo Kiev, Torino, and Barcelona. I think if I'm Pirlo, I would want to try to win Barcelona and win Dynamo Kiev so that I can top the group. Because if you top the group, the opponent that you meet in the round of 16 is easier. So I think if I'm Pirlo, I will try to top the group. Yeah, focus on winning the Barcelona and Dynamo Kiev.
So if you are the owner of Juventus, are you going to agree with what Dybala is asking now with his performance?
No, I think I've said it for 2 or 3 years already. When he came in from Palermo, his first 2 seasons, wow, fantastic player, right? So exciting and everything. I mean, he's double against, he scored 2 against Barcelona. That was, to me, the greatest night of his Juventus time. But I think we can see, but I've also been saying this to my friends at Dybala, he is not growing anymore. I think he has reached his limit. He is. I am concerned that I think he is not the player that we hope that he will be. That the game changer kind of player. I don't think he's. I get a feeling that I think he has reached his peak. And if he doesn't continue his form, his value is going to go up. So if I'm the owner, I won't give him the contract. Yeah, not even close. He won't even get 15 million. Not even 10 million, I think. Yeah.
That's fair enough. If you want something that you deserve it, you have to show it. Or say you have to show the pitch that you deserve that amount. But for now, I think he has to step up his game. If not, then I think he's the only player that if you can sell with a large amount.
Yep.
Others. Okay. So are you prefer with the formation 4-4-2, 3-5-2, or 3-4-3? Which one is your best formation you play with the squad that we have right now?
I think the 3-4-3 is something that's exciting. I think we have many. We are not very strong in. I think we don't have many center midfielders. Many got Rabiot, Artu, Bentancur, and also McKennie. Right now, Ramsey is actually playing in the front 3, right? It's like a attacking midfielder. So I think I like to see 3-4-3 more. Yeah, something that is better. But tonight, I think because we have an injury crisis, we only got Danilo and Delic. So I think if you're flat four at the back, yeah. Sounds like a 4-4-2, could be a 4-4-2 or 4-4-3. So
So
3-3.
yeah. In paper they'll be 4-4-2, but in the pitch
Yeah,
they
it's different. Yeah.
what formation are they playing? So because if
Yeah.
you can see the squad list, we have too many midfielders,
Yeah.
too many. But the thing is, for myself, I would say we have five midfielders, but the only thing, the two strikers, who going to support, who going to defend. That's where we can't see who can play with who. It's not the first 11 that people are going to choose, and we will see that it's not happening. He will rotate. He will do a rotation again and again and again. So the next match, Juventus against Benevento. You see, this is how to say 3 points. Are we gonna get it easily? Is a simple game. Or you will see Benevento fight hard for it.
I remember last season we played them, it was actually quite close. They were attacking quite a lot. I think it'll be a very slim win. I think it's going to be a 2-1 win. Yeah, and I think
Yeah,
Morata was not a very late winner again. So I think it's going to be 2-1. What about you? What do you think?
so in their mind, you will say, okay, as if you like a footballer, you play with a low team. When the complacent starts to get in, then everything
Yeah.
away, because you want to. There's no, how to say, what you see in the squad now. The mental spirit is not there yet, because not everyone is going to get right. Because as you can see, the game against Lazio, when we consider how the
Yeah.
last second goal, that is really important to see. So hopefully something, because now the performance of the squad, it's how to say, it's not, will go like today you played well, the next game you play well, it's not stabilized yet. You also can't predict, are we going to have an easy win or like what we expect, but suddenly this is, we don't want to see the performance like for Juventus. This is Juventus. How come you can play like that? It's not some other teams and that. So a lot of how to say fans out there is, some of them getting pissed off because we are not stabilized yet, unconvincing. The players that was we chosen was not supposed to play this and that, but in reality, who is your favorite? How to say, your favorite player until now? Who surprised you the most?
Mm, um, I think Morata is one player. Another player that surprised me is also Danilo. Yeah, I think Morata. I've always think that every season he's like a 15 goal a season kind of striker, maybe 20 goals a season striker. But in a club like Juventus, I always believe that you need someone to score 30, 40 goals. That kind of thing. So I think Morata is having a very good start. I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised that he's scoring very well, and I think he seems very motivated. So he surprised me. I thought we will have another season where he will score 15 goals again, that kind of thing. But he's having a good start. I think he scored 6, 7 goals. So I'm looking forward to him more. Another player is Danilo. I think he has been playing out of position, as a centre back. I think in the previous game he was playing 4-4-2. He was only one of the two centre back. So I've been very impressed with him. He's been intercepting a lot of balls. He's been making a lot of good runs. Of course, his attacking is not so good. His crossing is not so good. His passing is not so good. But I think he make it up with a lot of effort. Yeah, and I think he showed a lot of leadership on the pitch as well. So I'm very impressed with Danilo also.
Okay, as a fans, are you ready? For example, now we have a rookie coach. Because he never coached any team before. The management put him in charge. Big pressure to him. As a fans, are you ready to accept that we not gonna win any trophy this season? As a fans, can you accept, or are you ready not to? Because we have to say we are already being how to say spoiled of winning and winning and winning and winning. The time comes when we are not winning anything as a fans. Are you ready to accept that?
I think that's a very good question. You see, we are getting better every year, but so are other teams. I think to me, last year was a very difficult Serie A, and this season is even more difficult, right? Inter Milan has improved the squad. Lazio is getting very consistent. The same players have been playing the same group together. Even Milan is very surprising. Sassuolo, yeah, Napoli has also got some good players.
Okay.
I think I'll get quite upset. I think I'll still get quite upset if we don't win. Yeah. 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 I think because, like you say, I think you agree with me, we are so spoiled, right?
Yeah.
We win 5 times in a row. The league is like the basic. We have to win the league. And I think, and the reason why I think is because we are not building a squad. We already have a strong squad.
Yeah.
So it's not like when like maybe Jurgen Klopp, right? When he took over Liverpool, it was a very lousy team, and he made it over the years. But I think we are different. We are already a very strong team. So I think I will get quite upset. If I'm being honest with myself, I think I'll get quite upset.
Yeah, maybe it's because we used to it when we bought the JSG, we have the crash, when we have the Coppa Italia match. But for how many, maybe 6-7 years, JSG with that batch. But now that batch was missing. Something missing in the JSG. So I don't know if yes, I think some of them is ready, many of them will be upset. So then again, so we have to accept that defeat. But to accept defeat, you have to go all the way. Like like our motto is "Fino alla fine," until the end. You should fight all the way. Okay, but yes, you can see, can we go far with the Champions League for the next qualifying round? Because next 15, I think yes, we already go through, but the next phase is big challenges. Do you think that we can make it all the way or until quarterfinal or semi-final?
When I look at the teams in Champions League, I think we'll be very lucky if we get to semi-finals. Yeah. I mean, look at Bayern Munich last season. It's crazy, man. They are so good. They're so good. And PSG, also a very good team, solid team. And then, of course, you don't forget we have Liverpool. Right? Liverpool is also another solid team. Yeah. So I think if we get the semi-finals, I think we'll be very lucky. Yeah. So I think a more realistic target is quarterfinals, I think.
So because now, as you can see, it's a lot of unpredictable team. This COVID situation right now, a great team in papers, but they are losing the match.
Yeah.
The underdogs are winning. So you can see who is the better team, who is the underdog. I think everyone is now its level is predicted. So, by the way, with your prediction, the next match against Benevento, what's your score?
I think it's going to be a 2-1. I think it's going to be 2-1. I think we will. I think Benevento will score first, and then after that we'll score the next 2 goals. And I think the winning goal will be a last minute goal.
We are like only one game that we maintain a clean sheet. If not every game we are conceding.
Yeah.
Is it because you're going to blame the keeper or you're going to blame defender or you have to blame the whole team for that? Because every players their responsibility, they know what to do, right? But now as you can say, if you are keep on rotating, you don't have that players that can play along and that can click. So
Yes. So I agree with you that when too much rotation, the players also don't understand each other and it can result in a few goals here and there. Yeah, and I think it's also unfortunate when we did concede the goals. It's individual. It looks like an individual mistake. Yeah, I think it's also a bit of luck. Yeah. So hopefully with Delic back, Demiral I think is only out for a short while. Hopefully, they can cover enough. Yeah.
like we doesn't want to be like the Napoli team, like without Maradona they are nothing. They can't win. Only
Yeah.
Maradona they can win two Scudetto. After that, none.
UEFA Cup.
Yeah, so are we going to be like them? Are we ready to lose Ronaldo? Are we ready for the team? Is it the team ready to how to say to sell him away and take this squad and move on?
Well, first of all, rest in peace, Maradona, fantastic player, one of the greatest of all time. Yeah, I think Ronaldo. What Ronaldo brings to the team is not just his skills. I think it's the mindset. I mean, he come in the team, he has a winning mindset. Even if it's 2-0, we score 2-0, 3-0, he want more. He always want 4-0, 5-0. Right? And he's always the guy, when the players their heads are down, he's the one who take the ball and, he'll go out there, you make the run, you make the shot, just so that, he get every player up. So I think what he gives to Juventus is much more than the skill. I hope that we don't like Maradona and Napoli, right? I hope that we don't depend on him so much eventually, because eventually he is also going to grow old. He's also going to get slower. And I think I read also rumors that there are clubs considering offering him another contract like PSG.
Yeah.
Can offer him. Yeah, I'm not sure how true is it.
So if the offer comes, if you are the owner, are you gonna let him go or
No.
are you ready
See,
to
he is 30. He is 1985, right? So he's 36. He's 36 next year. I think his birthday is in January or February. Yeah, 1980. So he'll be 36 in February. Wow. But if you look at the way he played, he's still solid, man. I mean, he don't have to make the run, he don't have to make the dribble, but his intelligence is still there. I think maybe we can resell him when he's 37.
to get that money to buy
Yeah.
more young and skillful players.
Yeah, because we are still building the brand. I realize that our branding and everything, we are still focused on him. So I think we still need him until someone new come up. Like maybe Mbappe or something, or come up. They'll take over his brand. But right now, I think business wise, is still helping us a lot. Yeah.
So who's your next better player to sign? If you have a chance, you have that money. If you're going to sell Ronaldo, who is your better players to sign to replace him?
There's this guy. He's going to be the next Ballon d'Or player for sure. Mbappe. He is crazy good. Yeah, 21 years old guy is crazy. He's too good already. He's too good. Yeah, I'll sign him.
Can we afford? Can you afford to get him? But you have to sell a lot of players to get him because he's asking it's way too much.
Maybe we can exchange Bernardeschi with Mbappe.
But now you can see after 2 games, that number 33 plays well.
Not bad.
So maybe he have to play more on international break to get that
Yeah.
performance that he have.
Yeah. He looks so much faster in the Italian jersey.
Yes.
He play for us, he looks slower.
Okay, now Buffon is going, retiring.
Yeah.
Chiellini is retiring. Okay, just we skip about Bonucci. So, who have the right mentality? Okay, we forget about Ronaldo. Who have the right mentality to lead the team to get that captain band in the squad now for you? Because in the social media, a lot of lot of people are voting. Who is better to get an armband?
I want to say Delic.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean he is a fantastic player, Delic. You know, he is only 19 when he captain Ajax, right? Fantastic player. But I also believe that you as a captain you need to earn with experience. You know, if you are only a captain in your second year in Juventus, I think it's a bit too soon. I think it's a bit too soon. But I like him. If if it's now, I think Quadrado is okay. I'm happy with Quadrado as a player, as a captain now.
But the sad thing is in media is again lots of people not complimenting him of how he play. If he play good, people will say just good. If he play bad, people he's played terrible. So it's unjust because other players, I think we all see he did a lot of assists, a lot of running, a lot of defending. I think you can say he did well. Yes, but again, he's not so popular. I would say popular as in his name is not big yet. That is why nobody just focus on him. That's a big mistake. People will just pump him saying, "Oh, he's terrible. He caused this, caused that, caused that." So you think Quadrado can lead the team?
Yeah, I think he gives his 101% effort every time he put on the Juventus jersey. I know sometimes his crossing is not so good, but I think he also has his moment, right? And I think right now this season I can see a lot of effort in him. He's improving on his defense. He's making good decision, better decision now. And of course, you know, he even provided a cross to Morata to score the winning goal. So I think it's always easy to blame someone when there are a lot of mistakes. So I still think Quadrado is the right person. Yeah.
Okay, from the squad we have now, if we have the chance, which department are you going to put more, how to say, more focus on? Which department?
I think it's
midfield we are already too much midfielder, too much.
yeah.
And rumors will say they are going to buy more midfielder soon. But which department will you focus on?
You see, actually, right now we only got one natural center forward, and that's Morata. So I think have a substitute striker, you know, to cover Morata would be good. And to be honest, I know we have a lot of midfielders, but we don't have many players who can play center midfielders. Yeah, yeah. So right now the real center midfielders are Rabiot, Atu, and Bentancur, right? I mean McKennie. I think McKennie, his positioning is still not so good. He's still learning. So I think four midfielders. Sometimes when you want to play 4-3-3, then only you have one midfielder on the ground on a substitute bench. I think one more world class midfielder would be good because I also get the feeling Bentancur he is he's also not growing. You know, he
It's not
last season
playing
and
well.
this season,
Not playing well yet.
yeah, last season and this season he has been like that. You know, I want to see him. His first 2 seasons with us was fantastic. You can see him growing, but I think the last season and this season he has not improved.
That's why.
You know,
What happened to like Bentancur? What happened to Dybala? Is it because a new player with large amount of money that Juventus play, or is there any or affected their style of playing? Because
uh,
you are paying them so low that you are buying a player that is the salary is too high. Will there be any conflict?
yeah, I think that's a very good point actually. Very good point. I mean, Bentenko definitely don't earn as much as Atu, right?
Yeah.
And Rabiot. So I think that could be a bit of a motivation problem. But that's one point. But actually, his form, I realized last season already, is he didn't grow. Yeah, he's still stuck at that place. You know, I was hoping that he will become more like, you know, more dynamic, more like, you know, like Modric, you know, because he's quite a fast player, I know, but I don't see him getting better, and I think there's something wrong, and it could be because of the game, maybe. Yeah.
So are you going to stay with Szczesny?
Yep. Especially,
You're not
I
going
think
to buy a new goalkeeper instead?
no, I think of course Chesney is not like Oblak or what are other good keepers or Ellison Becker. You know, he is not at their level, but I think he does what he does. He deliver every game. He's consistent. He's steady. I think he's good for us. To me, he's one of the best players in the squad. Yeah.
Okay, look. Last but not least, before we end the show, is there anything that you want to say something to the viewers?
Yeah. I think I think for the Juventus fans out there, I think we need to learn to be patient with Pirlo. I think Pirlo has what it takes. I think the players all respect him. Ronaldo has said before also. I mean, Ronaldo is a big influence, highly influential player. So I think he has given his vote to Pirlo, and I think we should just give him more time. And he's still is his first club, so hopefully, with time to come, Paulo is able to show. I mean, he makes some. I feel that he is still learning. Of course, his substitutes are sometimes I have to question his
Yes,
substitutes.
true.
Yeah, yeah. Like he bring in a defensive or more defensive player. I think there was one game he brought in McKennie to replace somebody. Yeah, which was a bit confusing, right? Because we were down. So, but I think he will learn. I think it's part and parcel of learning. So I think the message I want to go out is I think we should give him time, at least half a season, and then we see how it goes. Yeah.
Okay, guys. Before we end the show, don't forget to subscribe, share, and like, and to put some comments on this channel. Every week we have a new guest, a new episode, a new topic to talk to. So we'll see you again next week for a new episode. And again, thank you for your time. Thank you
Thank you
for
for having me. Thank you.
sharing in the podcast channel. Okay, guys,
Yeah.
ciao, ciao to you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
last but not least, it's always fino alla fine. Forza Juve. Ciao.
All right. Take care.